Hello, hello. Can people hear me? Is my mic set up properly? Let's find out. It's using the correct mic. Cool. Give me one hot minute just to send some quick discards. Come join me in Disco Elysium. What was the conversation I wanted to have while I played this? By the way, you can see, is it this way? Goose is right there. There's a little goose on the chair. Can't really tell too much, but that little bit of white just in the darkness back there. I don't know how well anyone can see that. She's a tuxedo cat. So like you can see just a little bit of her. She's like, I like kind of like didn't close my door all the way when I came in, but it's like cracked just enough that she's bothered by it. So she's just staring at the crack in the door. Dude, literally my mind blanks on exactly where we left off on this game. I know we figured out we were Sunset Tequila, which is what I named the stream. But, we're just exploring, right? Hey, Jan. Did I forget to do anything else? I don't think so. Oh, you know what? I forgot to charge my phone. That is the last thing I forgot to do. How's your day going, Jan? Seven out of 10? That's a pretty good day. It's like a pretty, like, average, like, not average, that's like a... That's like you had like an okay day. Way better than yesterday? What made today way better than yesterday for you? Yo, where's my mouse cursor? Hello? Oh, you're picking up the controller. Which want to use the controller? I don't want to like unplug my mic and have to. You know what? Never mind. It's hard to unplug. I thought you had pizza yesterday. Did that not make the day 10 out of 10? Yeah, did you fuck up your pizza? I thought you said you liked it and had a cheese coma. Were these lies? Well, pizza did improve things. I also had pizza today, though. Ah, so, like, if today was a better day and pizza improved it. It's a lot of pizza. Did you, like, make a ton of dough all at once? Or did you just, you have the ingredients, so you're just making a bunch of pizzas, because why not? Oh, you know what? I wanted to look this up because it said we unlocked quick travel, and I said I was going to look it up and then ran out of time today because I was playing, what the fuck? What's that game called? Wow, my brain is just dead. Deep Rock Galactic. That's the name of the game. I was playing that all day with friends, pretty much, from like 8:30 in the morning to like 3 in the afternoon until I had to like do chores and hang out with my wife. And had to hang out with my wife. I wanted to. She's a nice lady. It's how to quick travel Disco Elysium. And then I probably should have this game paused so I'm not just like wasting time. Yeah, I make dough for 4 small pizzas and then eat them over the course of 4 days. That's your pizza ritual. If that works, you can store the dough. This changes everything. It's actually recommended to store for a couple days. That way the yeast behaves at lower temperature, changes the flavor of the dough. It's generally better. I mean, you got like different... I would explain what kind of like yeast and stuff you got, right? Because like, I think Kelly got like a different type of yeast. Because like, usually you're supposed to like let your dough sit out for like a couple days, right? Like, that's what you are supposed to do. But like, Kelly got like the fast acting yeast that like, yo, your pizza's dough's ready in like an hour. Or is that kind of dough still fine to store? Not a couple days, like, oh, yeah, let the dough rise overnight. That's what like I always heard and read whenever I like saw stuff about like making dough. Unless you use fast acting yeast, but then I don't know how that stores. Nor have I ever looked it up. I don't make dough that often. What the fuck? Why is this so finicky? Oh, wow. So there's like a specific spot you have to stand on your map? So basically you have to be like at Kim's car or then right like next to one of the like abandoned fisherman shacks to then be able to teleport back and forth. You have to like stand at those specific spots. There's active dry yeast and instant yeast as the 2 common yeast, and then there's fresh yeast. They all behave the same basically. You can adjust rise time with the amount of yeast. I'll try the recipe I have now, but it'd be good to find the best dough recipe. Kel was curious. She's trying to be polite here, but like you did tell her previously, like a while ago, I think, like a year ago when you were in town, that you would give her your pizza recipe and you never did. And so she's like brings it up occasionally of like, I don't know how to ask for it, so now she has her opportunity, but like she would like your pizza dough recipe. She wants it. That girl's hankering for your za. It's in Discord. Let's see. I pinned the message. Yeah, there we go. So that's pinned. You also use a recipe for sauce? Ooh, yeah, that's interesting to me. Send me that. Also post that on Discord. Send us all of your recipes. And then Kelly, I kind of expect you to write this down in our little cookbook that we have, as well as the, like, other recipes we've been making. I guess expect is the bad word to use. I'd appreciate it if you wrote those down, but I have no intention of doing it myself. So I know we literally just had a conversation about me trying to be better. But, most important part of the sauce is tomatoes. What do you do with your tomatoes? You, like, peel your own? Because, like, I'm not doing that shit. What am I trying to do? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to see fast traveling works. Yeah. Wait. Why are they showing me the cargo? Oh, because it's lit up. Oh, that's fun. I can now see where things are on the map. Wait, why is Kim in the hotel? Anyways. This is how fast traveling works. You have to stand in like a specific location. So I have to stand near Kim's car, and that'll let me fast travel over here. You can legit make good pizza sauce with nothing beside good tomatoes. No, just buy a good can of crushed. I get mine in bulk. Yeah, I buy crushed canned tomatoes and then make my own sauce. Yeah. Part of making good pizza sauce, I think, is like making your own too. And then I use a can of crushed, and then you're supposed to let it like cook for an hour. Alright, so we gave away the bird. Yeah, I haven't actually made my own pizza sauce, but I make sauce for pasta all the time. So I was gonna try to have it be, like, slightly different than that. But, I put a lot of spices in the pasta one. Not a lot of spice. I put a lot of vegetables in the other one. And so I'm not doing that at all with the pizza one. It's just going to be spices and whatnot.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
What did the smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Who are the people who live across the street?
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware.
You tried like 7 or 8 different dough sauce recipes before you found these ones on the pizza subreddit, and they're the best you found. Alright, that's good to know. Thanks. Yeah, we're definitely try them, especially after we got that pizza stone for Kelly's birthday. What about the bus stop?
Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost.
Kinda shitty. What about the road?
Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
Oh, a dog!
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant.
Them saying, fast RCM vehicle makes me feel like it's me, but then them also saying hurrying to work also makes me feel like it's not me.
The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Yeah, I want to check out this way a little bit more. Yeah, thanks for the hot pizza tips there, Jan. We are Kel's excited. We're doing like pizza Saturdays. But if she can like mass produce dough, we might do more than that. Neither of us have made our own dough before for pizza. So like didn't know if it'd be cool or not. You should come back here when it snows. A strange feeling passes quickly. Alright. Rear tire of motor carriage adorns these roads. Yep, there's treasure. If I get sick of pizza, I just take the dough I have left and make breadsticks. That's smart. We, all the extra cheese you left behind just ended up at my house, so... Kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. School of fish huddle around a fence post. This can scatter in the dark. So, we have plenty of stuff to make pizza, and I don't think either of us will get sick of it. Before you a drawbridge, it can only be lowered from the other side. Fish holes. Could the posts hide treasure? Look inside? What? 20? 20? Beer? 20? Healing item? Money? What is all these money pulls? Lots of money? What do we got over here? Am I gonna like walk all the way around? Seems like it. Alright, let's go. Can I look at that? No, he wants to go all the way up there. Oh wait, I had a thing. Yeah. If you ride a white-bellied cormorant, eyes you suspiciously. Isn't that the Pokemon? It's Goose. That's Goose right there. That's Goose. I must have taken a lot... It must have taken a lot of patience to do that. Yeah, I remember when some schools districts decided to do that. They did it for so kids could... It was weird. The news stories about it were odd because based on health standards, they had to get rid of pizza, basically, as a thing. So then they had to... But they wanted to keep pizza, and, like, kids wanted them to keep pizza. So then they decided to classify it as a vegetable because of the sauce. So then that way they could keep serving pizza at school.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Remember the Chuck E. Cheese pizza with mold growing in it? I don't, to be honest.
Oh, hello there.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
It's... I feel like saying dear child to someone's like... They said they could be in their early 20s. If I was in my early 20s and someone said dear child to me, I wouldn't like that. I have some questions.
I'm listening.
Cold wind blows in from the sea. She breathes on her fingers for warmth, looking up at you. What's your name?
Estelle.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
Oh, this is the killer right here. I'm not a... Like, this is weird. Why would this be what I say? What's your last name?
Why?
It's for paperwork.
Okay, it's Burger.
Oh, yeah. Her name's Burger.
A very common name.
Her name is now Burger. Okay. Alright, Burger. What do you got there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
Ooh, and we just thought to have a field device to play our new thing. We gotta steal this from this young woman.
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
There was like a dialogue that a young blonde woman stole, is the one who has our gun. And then we know like a youngish woman was the driver in the lorry, and we know the driver in the lorry was the missing Hardy Boy, and then the Hardy Boys are covering up everything. That's the thing. I don't know. It doesn't, I don't know, fully add up, but like it's all the info I got so far. And we know that the girl who drives the lorry also dyed her hair a bunch. Based on what the guy said before, it was that her hair was this color for a few days. Last time we saw her, it was this color, and then our logic popped in and said it's probably a different color that after that. So like, who knows? That's all I got. That's where my brain jumped. What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Okay.
No idea.
Let's ask her about it.
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
No, the boxer.
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside of solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
Let's talk to her more about Contact Mike for whatever fucking reason.
An entire litany spews forth.
Aw, yeah. I mean, I don't want to tell her to be like someone. I don't know her life. I also don't want to tell her she's listening to drug addict music. And like... yeah, I guess, I don't know.
Yes?
I'm challenged. How does that thing work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble.
Where'd you get it from?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Elysium.
What's that?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Elysium? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Who's that?
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Elysium going kind of person.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
I don't know what that means either.
Let's see. It means I'm hip beyond my years.
That's cool.
Aw, yeah, I'm a fucking loser. Alright, yeah, you're right. I suck.
Sucks, man.
Aw, dang
Is
it.
there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps?
I was just having some fun. No.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Recording, I guess.
What are you recording?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
You made a contact mic in a class in college? That sounds cool.
What happened to the old headphones?
What happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
Drama, come on. But Drama knows that it's a lie. What are these recordings for?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Oh yeah, the pawn shop guy was telling us about that.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
Take this, you're cold.
Aw, Kim's taking off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
I don't want to give her the hat I have on. You said it's supposed to be a music place? What is it? What is?
That? The boys think it could be a place, like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not gonna be a Palaceum, that's for sure.
And who are these boys?
Yeah, Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent.
And why is that?
Yeah, why are you out here while the boys are
They
inside?
got too much stuff crammed in there. No room.
Like what?
Music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it.
Like those headphones?
Yep, they were pretty. I'm sorry we sold those.
Why not just put that shit outside so you can be warm?
That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold.
It's probably amphetamine. It makes you feel impervious to the elements, but doesn't actually make you any less cold.
Why?
I got my recordings to do. I feel better outside.
Alright.
Go ahead. Okay.
Here, let's get... Do we have, like, the worst hat? Should we give her this hat? I feel like this hat's warmer. I'm just gonna not give her any hat.
Hello.
Or my hats. Tell me about this music place, the church.
It's supposed to become like a club for Nordic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum.
It's too bad I didn't get the froggy hat. Yeah, too bad for you.
Except that, yeah,
She looks at the old wooden church up on the poles as a mean wind comes bellowing in. 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek.
The
Shriek.
floorboards are
Man,
twisting,
flubbing it.
and the shooting beams are slowly cracking like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond
So could you, dude.
port, there is a
Get
black
bullied.
patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here. Not in a million years.
Yeah.
you know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electronic instruments.
That's like the music that people make these days, like on a Game Boy, or like that kind of stuff.
Synthesizers and tape consoles. Microcomputers too. Anything that uses electricity, but isn't guitars. Also found sounds, stuff like that.
This is an evolutionary step up from amplified instruments, which in turn are a step up from acoustic instruments. What comes after it, you wonder? A black-tinted nothingness or something finer?
Oh, you have a frog hat? Then why don't you wear it more often to prove how cool you are? So you want to turn the church into a club?
No, it's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk to them.
They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else? Go ahead.
I have no empathy for you. Oh no, I have empathy for the tape recorder. And then this went off. Oh, I finished something? Oh. Oh, neat. Okay. More tribalistic markings. This post is covered in little humanoids. Hole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. Crash from an unending party.
A pane of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
Looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Alright, we did that. Now let's talk to these boys.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
She'd love that weird trash music class you took. Yeah, probably. What was that called? Like, something cyborgs or whatever that you took? Changing cyborgs? I just remembered I need to take the bandage off my foot. That way it dries out before I can go to bed. That way I can put a dry bandage on it.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Improvising cyborgs, yeah. Yeah, that was a weird class. That was a neat class. Yeah, neat, weird. Both. Bandage, more like cream. I mean, there was, what was it? Bactine something. Not Neosporin, but other thing that's also Neosporin, basically.
Sorry, you barely have room for one.
Sorry, Kim.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this. I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Aw, Kim, sending us in solo. We're gonna die. Watch me put a gun in my mouth. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent plus a trace of ether. There is more than enough room in here for that girl who is outside. Pile of nasal spray, brand name, Nosafed Ultra. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. Wild, I want to see. Where's the, I don't know what that said. A speaker, big kind they use for live music. Alright.
Don't speak to Andre. I'm just annoyed.
Okay. You, Andre?
A youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair, aggressively so. You get the sense that this is what the future will look like.
Super Saiyan right now, just casually. It's like prior to the Cell games where Goku and Gohan just hang out in Super Saiyan and like don't even do actual training. They just hang out.
Imbecilic. Yes, should the future ever come, it will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy.
I'm gonna shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
Yeah, but I have the crazy gloves on.
This is my posse. Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
This guy looks like a JoJo character.
And Egghead. Egg!
The tape player high above his head continues to blast, but it's probably melodic music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Oh yeah? How many?
We have many in the pipeline, officer.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
You're glad that they do smells in this game? Yeah, you're a big fan. And then egg, yeah, egg. That'd be a good emote. It comes up way too often in everything.
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Artisan for talent!
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole!
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
There's no need, this place sucks.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
Huh?
I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads! Burnouts!
He angrily spits on a screw, then starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
Strike that! The world!
Oh, see, like we're doing JoJo stuff.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
What kind?
The spooky kind.
What exactly do you mean by spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Sounds like Party Pete.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. The spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
Egghead's stand is also the world. What, you're telling me it's the same type of stand as Star Platinum? I'll look into it, sure. What's the status of the church? I haven't even looked at it.
I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. A padlock. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Key?
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
Alright.
Be cool and catch the key.
You see
nailed it.
a little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left. Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Thanks. I'll bask.
The young man with ribcage-shaped suspenders looks at you, standing there, with a goofy grin on your face. The word august used
Nice.
as an adjective. That's how cool it feels to be old and cool in the eyes of the young. Let's face it, you're near death, yet bathed in the golden rays of stately grandeur, like a late summer's day, like a daddy-o.
How long have you guys locked people inside of this abandoned church?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
How can you be sure that they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Andre, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means?
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
What does that mean?
I don't know. What does anything mean, really?
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
I knew you'd get it. You're one smart cop.
He nods attentively, ready to answer the questions of...
Sure, man.
Alright.
Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who are the people in the church?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You know why it's familiar? It's because of South Park. I mean, like, come on. Yeah, Jana, I made that joke earlier. You missed it. Yeah, it's when Jimmy and Timmy get the Crips and the Bloods to be friends. He just goes in there and just goes like, but guys, come on. You haven't even seen them and you want to get the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery. When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it. Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
But you haven't seen anybody?
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
Something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a ghost. Do you know what he means?
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
I'll see South Park reference, and then now it's like, you're talking about crab people now?
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures, and not known for climbing walls.
Are you sure that the crab man was real?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
There probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
Alright, tell me about the machinery.
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
How can you be sure that they're those things if you haven't even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't, but I am.
This is a below-feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers. Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from?
This guy's pretty dumb.
Sure. What?
You mentioned some kind of... I don't even know how to say that. On the church? Who are they?
Yeah. That's a meteor name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
What do you mean that...
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo.
Meteo?
Meteo, a country on Muindi. On the Muindi Isla.
One of the poorest of the first world nations today, but once a great ancient civilization. Capital, Tilakos by Percentic.
Keep making him feel like an idiot, or just be also an idiot? I'll just be also an idiot.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know? I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organization.
Uh-huh.
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian church. Plus, they anoint the innocents. They, like, made the Innocentic system, no?
Doesn't sound like they would like your club.
You're totally wrong about that.
The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got love for my Pericarnassian posse. Love is the relay out of death. We dance.
Okay.
It's hardcore.
Unity! Unity!
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
I don't think these are the most stable of dudes. He turns the volume up, then looks at you with a knowing nod, and it's as if it's obvious you will now break into
You
dance.
feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big toe starts tapping along to the base, as if testing the waters.
Do that.
Feels good.
We did it. Alright, sure.
Yeah! Yakokata! The place to be!
Do it for the masses. Do it for the crew.
Friend forms a fist with a screwdriver still in his hands, approvingly
I
so.
didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise. Anyway, you got more questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
Aw, we're not gonna disco now? I was hoping there'd be some awkward, like, shuffle we do, where we, like, actually try and disco. How about this tent?
Yes. What?
So you have water.
Yeah. Good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And it's distilled.
Oh. It's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
Interesting. It smells bad in here.
It does, doesn't it?
Told you we have a smell problem.
He picks up a piece of telephone cord and inspects it. I also smell... ether?
Ether? I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid?
No,
Chemical scent, like laundry detergent.
He sniffs the air, then shrugs. It doesn't take a forensic scientist to guess it's drug-related. They look and act like the kind of guys who've done their fair share. However, their breathing is regular, their jaws stay put, and their pupils aren't dilated. So, not under the influence right now. At least, not under the influence of stimulants. That doesn't rule out hallucinogens, benzos, some depressants. How do you know all this?
What's with all the Nosofed?
The what now?
Put the bottle of Nosofed nasal spray in the corner. The Nosofed Ultra, you have a lot of it lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra. We,
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
You sound fine.
Yes, that's all Nosofed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
Nosofed is the shit.
Can I have some?
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
Sick. Free drugs. Alright.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Ooh.
As always, we'll be right here.
Okay, so there's a godly logic thing. Do we got anything to help bring up logic? This. Boom. This. Boom. Alright, that's it. That's all we got. Alright. Let's do a quick save and see how this logic test goes.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Alright, let's see. We got a 58% chance. Knowing my luck, we won't get it.
Well, first of all, you're a smart cop, and a smart cop like you would understand if something wasn't quite right. So this should be easy.
Okay.
The gist of it is, they want to turn the church into a club, but a suspicious element has overtaken the building. It's very important to understand what the gist of things is. Always consult the gist before making up your mind. This is going well. Plus, and it has to be considered, you can't invent the future of dance music in this smelly old tent. Imagine if you had the church. That settles it. Analysis complete. Their story checks out.
Wah.
As always, we'll be right here, waiting patiently for the news. Yeah!
Well, we screwed that up, but we at least picked up the quest, so, and the key, so we can at least open the church. And we'll talk to the girl about the crab people. Let's put my sick shirt back on. What else do we change? Our classes? Visual calculus, drama, logic, authority. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, we got this. Help the ravers start a nightclub.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
I gotta ask.
Shoot.
Tell me about what you saw.
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, Crabman, than the others.
Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still. And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall, upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me, right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
What did the crab look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on, she obviously could. She already went into detail.
Don't stall. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
A crab and a banger?
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
Alright, I believe that is what you saw.
Why?
What do you got to get?
Nothing. Anyway, what else?
Tell me about your crew.
My associates. I haven't got much to say about them.
You must know something.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
What?
High above and to the east, the cold winds blow over the feathers of an early songbird. She lands on the stone ledge of a tall building, her beak a silvery grey.
So this girl's a bird, and she saw a crab. Alright. Learning all sorts of things.
A silver bird feels strangely familiar. Was it an expression? And if yes, then for what? Then your mind slips, and the thought is gone.
Alright.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but... My associates?
Just tell me.
Sorry.
To the cops.
Alright.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any...
Alright. Kim is not curious at all about what happened in there. He doesn't want to talk to me. That's probably the empathy check I need to do. Okay, looks like we can't go around. You feel a shadow of a very large building fall on you. Dusty pews in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. An altar shrouded in dark or something like that. It's too dark to tell. Can I shine my flashlight through the window? Nope, can't turn around. Alright. Probably good to have this out anyways before we go inside. Sign reads St. Brune something. What was that? Oh, I got a level. We could try logicking out with those guys again. We could try unlocking. We only have 2 of these left to unlock. And then 2 of these. I feel like we need to start getting points though. We're doing bad on actually getting actual skill points. I really want to increase my morale health. I've been taking a ton of morale health damage all the time because I keep picking stupid options. So I'm gonna level up my volition. Alright, Kim, let's get in there.
Wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Yeah, I wanted to do a quick F5 just to be safe. Just in case there is a crab. Wait. Wait. I can no longer select the door. What? Hello? Reloading. That was really weird. I just like backed out to like quick save and it's just like, nah, the door is gone. Alright, now it's back.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Why is her face the door? Inspect the carpentry.
Carved on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold. The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Feels exceptional. 300 tons of pine would fit together seamlessly. It's old too, cut and carved many centuries ago.
The padlock?
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker.
Is she a bird? Is she a door? Who's to say? See, like, she's super suspicious. I think she's the big bad guy.
It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Sticker?
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead.
That's a very cultist simulator question. Yeah, that kind of is.
There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here. He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
What is suggestive of that?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
What is the irony here, Kim?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
Oh, let's see if we can get the free. Let's see if we can save the sticker.
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
We'll put it on the cover.
Voila. Looks very modern. You're part of the Future Brigade now, and so is your formerly humdrum ledger. Neon, baby.
Alright.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open. Feels like electricity, and a very small piece of nothingness.
Let's go.
Alright, the lieutenant nods at you. Pull on the
A
doors.
great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city.
Alright, let's see what happens in here. Luckily we have a quick save just right outside, so if anything weird happens, we'll be fine. Unless Kuno is just going to call us fat again, and then we'll die of morale. Alright, this place seems weird. A strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Okay. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. The figure was added later, it's not part of the original church. This is very cultist to me. More of the forked lightning pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles, no, it looks intentional, some sort of long-forgotten style. Oh, there's a pair of shoes over there. The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. Something to do with radio frequencies? I'm running. Tired of walking already. Stealing these shoes. Aw, yeah. Mess, banger, red... I don't even know how to pronounce any words. Let's see... What do we have currently? +1 to perception, +1 to empathy. Yeah, I'd rather have the perception, to be honest. Spider has spun its web around this wood-carved pillar. Cracked pane of glass that's colorful. Bowl is filled with water. There's a live wire that runs directly into it. These wires work as a contact microphone. Oh, we also have...
Silence in this part of the church. It's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Huh.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
Yell.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Stomp my feet and clap my
You
hands.
produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Ben?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
This is real neat.
I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing, on its premises.
No. They definitely... It definitely has something to do with the fact that we're standing in the center of all these water bowls.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Crab?
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Here, one sec. Alright. Just changing the title of the stream to be about crab people. Here we go. Challenging perception. Can maybe hit that. Let's try to get it. Nice. That's the bird. That's the girl. The crab
It's like
people.
there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way toward you through all the other shadows.
What?
Yes, the darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away.
Okay.
It's not a shadow anymore, becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The shape of an animal descends.
Officer, is there something up there?
The lieutenant follows your gaze, attempting to see whatever it is that you're seeing.
Oh no, you've lost sight of it. Where did it go?
Blank. What? Crab people!
You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes.
I was just gonna be like Kuno's dad.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Oh wait, what is this? Tygo? Yo, did I steal your shoes?
The shadow is a man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently.
What? No, it's a man made of wood?
The crab man.
Are you the crab man?
The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesk and a district in Jamrock. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesks in Revachol.
The right place for what there?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This is a really weird interaction.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
See, I mean, but I'm lying with this one. So I guess that one.
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
And how do you know?
I was like you once, just dragging my feet to the next bottle. Shit was dark, Holmes.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Aw, Kib's like, yeah, the junkie in the rafters is actually speaking good truths for you here, buddy. Yep, you have a good point.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
Okay.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege. Save him perchance, he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Drama, come on, just let the crabman be that. So are you the
I
crabman?
never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
You're more like a spider.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
Did you carve all this stuff?
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands.
Alright.
Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
Alright, let's consider the context and meaning here.
I see what you've done there. It's as if these figures are trying to become one with the church, or perhaps with the mother herself. Tell him he has some nice curves. I'll say this one.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not very intimidated by this guy. He just is like a dude in the rafters. I don't really care.
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
Yeah, I lost my memory too, but I'm a whole new me. That's why we're not doing drugs and getting drunk anymore.
That's not really the point, I say. You gotta give yourself over to service. Service of the mother, that is.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak.
Wasn't there a thing with like what was it? Like Shakespearean plays or whatever that he always gave the like Iago-y like ending to people's names who were gonna be like a problem or like a villain. Or am I just misremembering that and it's like the other way around?
Your place amongst your fellows. Your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
Well, my name's Harry. Yeah, my name's Harrier, actually, is what we're going with.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
So, what are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
My name is Tequila Sunset. That's probably the name he wanted us to use, to be honest. Who is the mother?
Oh, that's no simple question, Essa. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
What will happen once you drink
I
this?
will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
That sounds a bit like substitution behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that.
You shouldn't just switch to another one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you. To his very own self.
Yeah, faith is drugs.
I heard that before, Way. And I know I can't convince you on the spot. But think, when's the last time you woke up from silent communion with a hangover? Regretting what you did last night?
Yeah, okay.
She took you for a good spin, huh? Don't worry, bro. That love is but a drop compared to the ocean of the mother's love. The mother will eat all of you and never spit you out.
I guess agree to disagree then.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
I'd like to have him meet
I
Metalhead.
know it will take time. Don't sweat it.
So I still don't understand what you're doing in this place.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
Can you sing for me?
I ain't from no Marietti, if that's what you're thinking. And the song I sing is silent as the mother.
Marietti is a mesque style of music and dance, commonly seen at all manner of festivities, especially weddings. It's delightfully quaint, owing to its peasant origins.
Okay.
He lost his cool there for a moment. Seems you hit some nerve.
How'd you find the church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
Are these your shoes?
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need
Nice.
them anymore.
Free shoes. Goose woke up from her nap and just, when I said free shoes, and yelled a little bit. I don't know if anyone heard that.
These shoes look pretty dapper, actually.
You doing okay, Goose? Oh, she's on the move. You guys see that goose right here? Goose. All right. Enough of that goose. My camera's looking. I just was looking at my video feed. My room's looking very red. It's supposed to be more pink than red. If you walked around in his shoes, you'd have more empathy for him. Oh, is that why? No, I can't hear anything besides Garlean radio. Oh, well, I apologize, because she's yelling and I can hear her over my headset, which already muffles sound, and then with the game playing loudly in it. I'm fixing my lamp really quick. It's supposed to be more, like, pinkish than red. Yeah, like that. There we go. Okay. Right, I had other questions.
The figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
Do you know why your church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Okay.
Did you witness it?
Not really. Or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Do you know where the other person is?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
The Aita is Grandma?
So there is another person living that, and it's a grandma?
No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
And you don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes.
You both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
This is kind of like... I wish I could get off this, like, question track, because, like, after how much we've talked to him, I personally feel like this is a dumb question.
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Some kids want to turn this place into a nightclub.
the ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab. Probably scared of me.
They have a reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
What do you think about the nightclub?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
Alright, well, Crabman's down for it. Alright, later, Crab. We can try the Kim Volition thing again. What's the Kim Volition thing?
Yes?
What's the Kim Volition thing? There's just no explanation. I don't remember. Not gonna bother. Let's see what this stuff is over here. Figure drawn in frost on the window depicting a deer. Frost has drawn flowers in the grass, obscuring the view. Why did it zoom in so hard? Like, tell me that I couldn't see out the window. That was really stupid. Aw, yeah. Alright, so that gives a pain threshold. That gives Inland Empire. This is health, right? That gives me 1 health. No? Pain threshold's not health? The fuck? I don't know which one health is. Is like his whole outfit somewhere around here? Or was all he wearing was shoes and a scarf? 2 decks of reel-to-reel tape spinning on empty. A portable Harman something tape recorder. Cold wind blows in from a broken gallery. Makes your skin crawl. Someone's siphoning electrical current from outside and into this antenna. Is it possible it's recording something? Alright, computer. Endurance is health.
In the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
Ah. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. They're also right next to each other.
Another radio computer. And this time it's already turned on.
Seems cautious around the
We
machine.
should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
Yeah, but it's like the one just in the doomed commercial area.
It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
He inspects the machine's framework, careful not to touch anything.
The one you saw earlier was the Ream Civic. This is the Ream Prefect, a model number RC7024, equipped with a Fell mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer. The Ream Prefect is the governmental version of the commonly used Ream Civic model. Although mostly based on the same technology, the Ream Prefect is equipped with better noise attenuation circuits.
I just want to
You
investigate.
see fluorescent play and print buttons on the keyboard. A hatch connected to the central compartment is wide open. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame reflected back from his diamond-shaped glasses. You're free to proceed. Behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments, smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says, in black marker, log, February to March. Another filament memory. Press play to talk with the repeater.
Play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident on Saint-Brune. This is the East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the personal log?
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Yeah, let's just talk to her like let's just be stupid. Hey, Yvonne, how are you?
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? Good. Please repeat the password.
Let's look around. There's no use trying to guess the answer. Maybe he knows something.
Alright.
Received. Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is still
Okay. Let's go talk to Tiago or whatever.
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I meant the mother's love.
coffee in the back. Something familiar about that. Coffee and stale cookies.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard that.
Look, man, I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee.
The fuck? Alright, have you ever heard the lady say the password?
Too many times, Essay. You need it for something.
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
Drama, why are you so stupid? I'm just gonna tell the guy, yeah, just honestly, I just wanna do this.
Don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What do you think of that? Makes me almost pity la niñita pequeña when I hear it.
Alright.
I think we're done here, Essay.
Okay.
That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm still not sure how it's relevant to our investigation.
Kim, it's all relevant. Just trust me. I know I'm
The machine's keyboard
doing
still
nothing.
illuminated. The speaker comes to
Good afternoon. Votre accident on Saint-Brun. This is the East Insulin.
Yeah, I want to ask about this.
I have two machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brun, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brun, that's the church. And Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, that's the doomed commercial area.
Anything else I can help you with?
I have the right password.
Good. Please repeat the password.
This one.
Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Votre accident. Is there anything else?
No.
Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is still illuminated.
Friend.
The printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Read it.
The first entry, made on the 4th of February, 51, by an unknown author, is short and concise. Arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his breath.
See, Kim was just as curious about it as we were, even though it didn't pertain to the thing.
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while.
Think it might be connected?
Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. 7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Huh.
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
He steps on a wire running on the ground, expecting it with his boot.
8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers. But at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers, though, they're fucked. I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Ah, this is the same group then?
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed, and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading.
Who are these
I
people?
think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be our former co-workers.
Alright.
12th of February, 51. Brought some food from the grocery store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see the Martinez people again. Everything's now set up in the church. Going to start working tomorrow, 8 a.m.
The strike. We are nearing the date of the murder. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow. It swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
Oh, the silence area.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real and I'm not just losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
Oh, so the bird that was flying around me was a swallow, probably. I didn't really pay close attention to like what its tail feathers looked like, but I bet it was a swallow.
The pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
But what could it be?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good, I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. That disco man must be a cell.
Must be describing a cell.
Girl on the ice? Sounds like her, yes.
And then next.
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of her.
Oh, that's me! I did that.
I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with that machine.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines. March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. Noodles. Crackers. Ping energy drinks. Water. Toothpaste. Gum. Also, some canned air. Your reading was interrupted by the sound of the church door opening. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Flashlight. Protect. Sorry. I'm entertaining myself a little bit.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds down the off button for several seconds. The machine reboots.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCN, you see.
Why would I? No, I'm not. Alright.
There are no coalition meetings. Even if there was, you couldn't access them over a civilian network.
Yeah, you're right.
No one asked you to do anything interesting with my radio computer.
I guess that's fair. We, like, got caught snooping. Yeah, I got caught snooping, tisk tisk.
Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Pissing off people by getting on their computers. Am I, like, waiting for something to happen? Can I just, like, talk to her?
What is it?
I didn't break anything, did I?
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Are you the lead programmer at this?
Yes. Or, no. Not anymore. That project is dead.
Okay, so now who are you?
I am Soona Luukkanen-Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience, and I'm proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Oof.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager. That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
You see the crab?
No?
You know he's around?
Yes.
He's seen you.
And?
The crab man.
I don't care. I don't care about crap.
She barely looks up, now tinkering with the machine's printer. Alright, why are there so many machines?
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
And what are you doing with the antenna?
I use the AR-1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit.
That's your radio computer.
Mm-hmm.
And the antenna...
Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
No, I'm a master circuit bender.
Then you'll certainly know that all radio computers perform operations on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
It's like, would my seating be like higher? I think maybe that might be it. Might help get me in a more even butt, so I'm not putting all my pressure just right on my tailbone. And my arms are too high. I don't know what that is, but we'll ask.
On the front, the unified front of radio waves, licensed and controlled by Lintel in the East Insulindic region.
Oh, she's gonna know all about, we can ask her about the radio wave frequency thing we found in the lorry, I bet. And she'll maybe help us with that?
It's all around us. That's what on air means.
Like love.
Okay. And this is a good antenna?
I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieux dedicated to that sort of thing.
And what are you doing?
I'm working.
The machine seems almost alien with its pulsing core. The light casting her face in a strange shadow.
Working on what?
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point. I really need to focus on something.
Isn't this for government use?
So you do know something about computers. You're right. Prefect is used mostly by the government peeps.
And your government?
No, I don't.
And why?
Because I needed something good for my investigation, and RAIN Civic is widely agreed to be below all standards. So I had to upgrade. Besides, owning a RAIN prefect isn't such a big deal anymore.
No, actually, it is kind of a big deal. You don't see RAIN prefects in every police department, for example.
How did you get your hands on it?
I know a friend of a friend who used to freelance for the Coalition. I was actually aiming for the military-grade RAIN Rational series, but couldn't find one. Prefect is mainly based on the same technology as Reims Civic, so it's kind of a ripoff. But it does have better compatibility with newer antenna models, so I won't complain.
Water?
They are connected to my Reim Prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Thanks.
Short and terse. There you have it. Whatever she's using them for, they're hers.
Alright.
Great.
What are you doing in the church?
You really like those questions, don't you?
I'm a cop.
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out.
What research?
I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
What?
Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log said. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Hole connected to the data loss in your journal?
Yes, that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
Okay.
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing.
Okay.
What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure something that does not exist?
Okay.
Easy. You measure it by the world around it.
Who's that? Logic? Yeah.
Exactly. Very true. That's what I've been aiming for. That's why I have those basins. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence. To find out where it begins.
Ah, hydro transducers. So that's what those water basins are. Devices for recording sound through water.
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
She grows silent, staring at her circle of basins. It looks like some ancient ritual. Do you know where it might be located?
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
That sounds like a job for Crabman.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower disappearing into the shade.
Why?
There's this place at the back of the church. A place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow. And the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place.
That's where the Crabman lives.
I know.
You might be responsible?
No, I don't.
Okay. Why does your research suck?
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work.
Don't have a what? That was like the most useful thing you almost said.
Great. Thanks.
Okay, I'm really bothered that I can't do that.
The Swallow, you mean? What about it?
I feel like I should be able to...
Great. Thanks.
Okay. I feel about music.
What? I hate it.
I bet she hasn't even heard it.
Have you ever listened to it?
Yeah. Like all the time. My tent neighbors don't really ease up with their partying, do they?
She pulls a face that looks absolutely scathing.
Maybe I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with either dancing or music.
Alright, how do you feel like a club for music?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I've got some news for you. It's not a nightclub they want to build here.
Oh?
Take a guess, why don't you?
I'm too stupid.
I can't believe they got you so easily. Go have another talk with those up-and-coming entrepreneurs, will you?
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
Oh. What was it we needed for that? It was like a logic thing that like we super hard failed, right? Yeah. I guess we'll head back that way. I guess when we're outside of the tent, we'll equip our logic stuff in case the Shivery boys have anything to say.
In white, silver, and apricot faience, the young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad. A dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs, clearly visible from underneath her flowing dress. You should kneel.
Oh.
Cold wind seeps in from the crack in the glass. Snowdrifts cover the floorboards at your feet. Above, you feel her multicolored eyes on you, inspecting you.
Oh.
As that bitter thought passes through your head, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder with 3 fingers.
I'm not doing that either.
Good call. She left us all in the shits. Don't give her a single thing. Just stand there in the apricot-colored light of the window, secretly grinding your teeth. The woman smiles her distant smile, unmoved, struck in half by the crack in the glass.
Oh, I can do a visual calculus.
The shards glimmer in the dark. You see little pearls of light on the edges of the crack that splits the female figure. Something was written there. Remains of broken letters line the emulsion. What it said, you do not know. Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is Her Innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being ever to have lived.
Cool.
No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men.
Okay. Man, I'm just out my chair situation these days. I'll just complain about it for weeks and never do anything. Okay.
The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world spirit.
Tyrant?
In a way, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party, a precedent that has taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system of the Real Belt is built from the ground up to accommodate inauthentic rule should it coincide with our time. An innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. An innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in office.
Who's in office now?
No, we are alone.
Okay. I'm not that interested in the religion thing. I'm gonna say to hell with this.
But she was not hell. She is the opposite of that. The wind of paradise, stripping away the covers from the hearts of men. There you stand, below her once more, with your hands on your side, momentarily at a loss as what to do with yourself.
Hey Kim.
Yes. I wasn't sure before, but this must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez. It's called the Small Pinewood Church in some records.
Oh, you knew about it?
It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
Okay.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
Okie dokie.
Okie dodo.
All right.
A touch of absurdity there. Nice.
Thanks, drama. I don't really want to learn about the religion. Alright. So we failed a check in there that we totally shouldn't have failed, which is annoying. We met Crabman. And now they want us to go talk to the junkies again. I mean, the radio people. Oh, the girl there had an empathy check, didn't she? We could totally take... So we had... Was it just these shoes? We just take these shoes. Anything lose us empathy? No. Gains us another empathy. What is our empathy? It's just gonna be at a 2, and we're getting +2, so our empathy will be a 4. Probably still fail that check. We'll stop here, do a quick save just to be safe, and try this.
Hello again.
Oh, yep, that didn't roll do anything for us. Double 6s?
The device is still warm from your touch. And
What?
it is a grip from the batteries inside.
We actually landed a double 6?
The logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
We actually hit a double 6 on a 3% chance, too. Nice.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
Yeah, we hit a double 6 finally. That's our first double 6. And on something that, like, I didn't really care about.
The wind howls. She remains silent.
Probably should have read that out loud.
It's real. Tell her.
Not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
Oh, we could bring back Contact Mike. No. The dark.
I know. I'll stick to it. So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
What?
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to. What is it?
Oof. I hate all of these choices. I think it's the plight of the working class.
Oh. Really? Wow. Social justice really matters that much to you?
I don't know.
Understandable. It really had you shaken up there. Are you sure that's it, though?
Sure.
Yeah, man. They're pretty bad.
$3.6 billion, not counting those in sale.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Are you sure you're not just hung up on some chick, though? Okay. Why'd you think that? There you have it then, chick trouble.
Jeez.
Not political after all. Who was she?
I don't remember.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her?
Yeah, nothing now.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
Yeah.
How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
Selective memory?
Man, when I get hurt, I just want to forget that shit, you know? That kind of selective memory.
Yeah, I heard more about this.
Yeah, or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too.
It's obvious she's done more than booze.
Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
Uh-huh.
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
I want to say, like, I don't know. Maybe she'll like this? I don't know. I can read this as being negative, but also positive. So, I'll just,
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten, though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Hey. Psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
I thought I was a centrist.
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?